All right, I'm starting. Here we go. Folks, I woke up this morning and I felt like ranting. Felt like I had a rant inside of me, so here it is. By the way, I'm on a work trip down in South Carolina, in Charleston, which is a lot of fun. And I don't know, there it is outside. There's the outside world. That's kind of exciting. The outdoors, the outside world. And I should probably be doing some kind of work thing right now, but I'm in the middle of ranting. So you know what? I'm gonna take this box cutter and where's the camera? Where'd the camera go? Box cutter. There it is. And then maybe I'll start sliding this box open a little bit and do a little work thing while I'm ranting. Okay, I had a thought recently. And it has to do with the risk reward, the opportunity cost based on how you treat people in life. This is what I'm thinking about. If you treat people well, you can get a lot of opportunities in life that you wouldn't normally get if you didn't treat other people well. And vice versa, if you don't treat people well, then you're going to miss out on a lot of good things in life. And I don't just mean relationships or different blessings. And I'm literally talking about this in a very financial business perspective. Okay, there's a lot of different perspectives I could take on this, but today I'm taking more of the business perspective on treating people well. The thing that recently happened in my life, I'll share a positive story of something that happened that I feel like was somebody having good usage of opportunity cost or good usage of, they had good opportunities because they treated other people well, is my grandma. Okay, my grandma got a back surgery. And then after getting her back surgery, she had so many people who basically just wanted to give her flowers and help her and call her and text her. And my little old lady grandma, who's just the sweetest person on planet Earth, was getting overwhelmed with niceness by people to the point that I was kind of busy at the same time, but I literally was like, I don't know if I can call her because she's busy and doesn't have time for me. She's seeing PT and then in her free time getting calls or people are visiting or whatever. It's there is a person who has treated other people so well and valued other people that now other people value her and want to treat her incredibly well, right? And you just think about this when it comes to people getting old. Here's the opportunity cost. Here's what I'm talking about right here, okay? Is that when people get older, a lot of times other people don't want to take care of them. Oh, wait, hold on, there's a text. I don't know what that text was. The thing is, as people get older, a lot of times they have hardship financially because they need to go to a rest home, they need to get nursing, they need to get all this care. The end of a person's life can literally be the most expensive part of their entire life. You can spend your entire life making money and getting equity and all, you have your house and you've built up all this stocks and your portfolios and all this stuff, and then in the last 10 years of your life you're blowing it on crazy medical expenses and people coming and taking care of you and all these things. And I'm just thinking, how much of that cost in life could literally be put aside? You wouldn't even have to deal with those financial costs if you were just a nice person throughout your life, treated people well, and then when it comes to the end, people like you and they want to help you out and take care of you. Literally, how much money would you save just by being nice to people so that you didn't have to have all these extra expenses when you get older? I'll share another story about that. I remember when I was going through massage school, and one of my massage teachers, it was John Harris. John Harris was kind of a famous massage therapist in the massage world, and he was my trigger point teacher and my ethics teacher and all these different things. And I remember at the end of his life, he was so well loved that the entire school basically, and I wasn't at the school at this time, so I wasn't a part of this. I had already graduated, but I heard about it later. The entire school basically band together in order to take care of him. He had a place to stay. He didn't have any kind of nursing. People just came to the house where he was staying, and they just did all kinds of nursing for him and fed him and took care of him all the way up to the very, very end when he finally passed away. Like, he had so many people who loved him and took care of him, and he lived a pretty humble life. Like, I don't think I think he was a Buddhist guy. I think he kind of had this, like, stuff is bad, don't have stuff. I don't know exactly his mentality, but it's just fascinating to think about how if you are well loved by people, if you treated people well in your life, then they're probably going to come back and treat you well later on in life. And just thinking about the finances involved with that, the opportunities you miss because you don't treat people well. So that's one application of the opportunity cost of treating people well throughout life, and how that will cost you later in life. Okay? Now, those were positive examples, right? Those are positive stories of people, and that's talking about people later on in life. Now, let me give you a negative example here. And hold on, I got to unfurl this. Okay, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm setting up this guy, so I have to unfurl this. Hold on. Plastic. All right. Hold on. Nope. A little bit more. Not done. Not done yet. Oh. Stuck. Nope. Free. Done. Whew, that guy. Look at that guy. Whew. All right. But, all right. Negative story now of the opportunity cost when you don't treat somebody well, okay? I know somebody who was looking into working at a certain facility, high quality therapist, right? High quality therapist who was considering working at a certain massage place, and the massage place just didn't want to pay her very well. And they didn't necessarily have the best reputation. They seemed like nice people, but maybe they weren't going to be like the best kind of opportunity. And so, the person I know said, "No, I don't want to work there. I'm not gonna be at that place. Like, I changed my mind." And the lady who owned the business told her, like, "Oh wow, I can't believe it all came down to money for you." And you just have to think, for the part of the business owner, it all came down to money. You're the person who's not paying somebody well, right? Like, if you have a huge opportunity cost, you're losing a ton right now, because not only are you're not treating people well, but you're the one who's literally prioritizing money over people, right? If this business owner was truly prioritizing people over profit, first of all, they would have a good offer for a new employee. You'd make good offers because you'd value your employees, right? But the second thing is that you would be able to put yourself in your employee's shoes and recognize things that, oh, this isn't actually a good position for them, right? Like, they don't really want this. Why doesn't this person, this is a quality therapist who I sought out and tried to find, who was recommended to me. Why would this therapist not want to work for me? Like, I must be doing something wrong if my job offer is not appealing to this person. I must be making a mistake. Instead, they put the blame on the therapist and make it seem like my job offer was great and there's something wrong with this therapist. Why wouldn't they want to work for me, right? That's so one-dimensional. That's such a full of yourself kind of mindset, And that, again, now this business owner, they're trying to find a therapist, they're going to have a hard time finding one, because now they're creating a bad reputation for themselves, right? Like, if they're trying to get into the circle of high quality therapists and they need they need somebody that they can pay low rates, right? Like, you think about your own life. What are things you're willing to do in terms of work, right, and not get paid very well? Like, I would be willing to work somewhere and not get paid well if, one, I either loved what I was doing at that place, or two, I loved the people where I was working, right? They were just quality people that I got to spend time with. If this place is getting a reputation for, yeah, we just do the same work as everybody else, and maybe we don't have the best reputation for treating people well, and we pay you bad, like, nobody wants to go work there, you know? I mean, this business owner just set themselves up for failure. They ruined the opportunity here. Even if it doesn't work out, right? Even if it didn't work out with this other therapist, they should have had empathy to be respectful and to realize, oh, you know what? We didn't have the best offer for you. That's just the best we could do right now, or whatever our situation is. And I'm so sorry it didn't work out, but please, help us find other people if you can. They should have tried to be respectful to maintain the relationship, because now this therapist, this high quality therapist who's leaving, who doesn't want to work there, she's not going to go recommend, she might recommend it to some of her friends or whoever, but it's like, when her friends ask, oh, hey, you're a high quality therapist and you didn't want to work at this place, why didn't you want to work there, right? Now she's going to tell them, oh, for this reason, for that reason, they didn't seem like the nicest people, whatever it is, right? Whatever the reason is. And now those other high quality therapists don't want to work there. And so now the business owner has ruined their reputation in the circle of high quality therapists, because they didn't have the foresight to see the importance in prioritizing people over profit and starting that priority all the way back at your employees, right? And this is the principle right here, is that if you want to have a high quality business, if you want to have a business where you're prioritizing people, you have to start with your employees. You can't just prioritize people through a good product, right? That doesn't work. If you just say, oh, I'm prioritizing all my customers by making a good product for them, but then I'm going to treat my customers bad when they come in the door, or I'm going to treat my employees bad, then you're not prioritizing people over profit, right? You're really just making a good profit and trying to make money off of it. That's all that you're really doing. And if that's your business model, then why don't you just go make something and sell it online or something like that, right? So you only have to work for yourself. But if you have employees and you have, customer-facing employees, and you're spending time with your customers, then you have to prioritize your employees, because the quality you show your employees is going to be the quality that you show to your customers. And the higher quality you show to your customers, not only the better their lives are going to be, and therefore you are actually helping people over profit, and you're doing something good for other people. But now you've created a good reputation for yourself. You have a good product for people, and that's how you generate more revenue. That's how you make more money. Whoa, who knew? So it's just so hypocritical to think, oh, you're going to come in here and you're going to work here, and I'm going to pay you bad, and maybe I won't be, treat you the very best, and I want somebody who has a high skill set to be happy with that, right? That's like business 101. Like, you should have figured that out a long time ago. Like, that doesn't work, You have to pay people well. You have to treat them well. You have to give them purpose in the workplace. If you don't have any of those things, you don't really have anything going for you, right? People don't want to work for you. So the opportunity cost of treating people poorly, right? If you treat people poorly, it can hurt you later on in life in terms of the finances of your retirement plans, your 401ks, your Roth IRAs, you're getting old and you need people to take care of you, or even just if you're in a bad situation in life, you need people to help you out and take care of you. If you don't treat other people well, if you don't prioritize other people, they're not going to prioritize you. They're not going to want to treat you well, right? The other thing is, in the workplace, when it comes to being a business owner, if you don't treat people well, even if they're not necessarily going to give you a profit, right? Even if somebody is not going to be your customer, even if somebody's not going to become your employee, if you don't treat them well at all times, then you've ruined your reputation. They're not going to want to send in another customer or another employee, right? Even if somebody says, oh, your product's not for me, they probably know 10 people who your product is perfect for. If you don't treat that one person well, even though they didn't want to buy your product, they're not going to refer you to the 10 other people they know who might want to buy your product. So you always have to treat people well. You always have to prioritize the human value in other people, even if they're not producing some kind of value for you financially or for you in the moment. Every person is valuable, and you have to show that to people at all times. Okay, I think that ends my rant, and I'm going to finish up all the random work things that I got going on today. Until next time, thanks for watching.